Dinner plans tonight? There's a startup for that. Book a last-minute table at your favorite restaurant with Reserve. Don't want to leave your couch? Get a burrito delivered with Postmates. Want to save money? Just make some mac and cheese. But in the Bay Area, there's a tech solution for every problem, and you can actually have all three. Din saves you the hassle of making a restaurant reservation by transforming you into a star chef in your own home in about 20 minutes.
At Din, we help you cook like a restaurant at home. So we are really passionate on a mission to help get more people in the kitchen cooking. And it was through cooking a restaurant dish at home that we got inspired to actually be able to cook like a restaurant. But we realized that restaurants actually do all this prep work to be able to cook as fast as they can. You sit down at a table, they can fire a dish in 20 minutes, right? So we thought, what if we could empower the home cook to cook as quickly as a restaurant and with as much flavor? So what we do is we essentially get you access to those recipes, but we also arm you with a team of sous chefs behind you doing the prep work, and then we deliver all those ingredients to your home in a reusable tote so you can cook that at home. I think that our customers really are excited to learn how to cook, and that is like our core mission. And so I think we see people who maybe might have gotten takeout and it's sort of a lousy experience, but in 20 minutes they actually could create an amazing meal that's better than that they actually cook themselves, and you feel proud. So for us, like, there will always be the experience of eating out, and to me, I believe that like that's a whole experience. You want to go social, you want to be in the environment of the restaurant, and then sometimes you want to be at home. And I think that time to actually cook yourself and learn. I feel like actually, the irony of being a food and tech company is we're using technology to bring people offline to work with your hands and to make something, and I think people are like craving that experience.
Emily and Rob LaFave launched Din last year, originally called Forage. They're part of a growing space of food delivery companies betting that people actually want to make their own meals at home. They just need a little head start. But the Din model adds a few extra twists.
What we see as the core differentiation is really three things. First, it all starts out with the inspiration from these restaurants that we work with, and it's access not only to their recipes, but also to their ingredients. And I think that's a really powerful and inspiring thing for the home cook. And secondarily, it was born from that experience of working with chefs that we recognized there was this format that nobody had really hit on that allows you to cook more like a restaurant chef in your own home. And that's allowing our culinary team to actually be your sous chef and to prep those items so that you can fire a dish in 15 to 20 minutes at home. And I think that's one of the real key differentiators for why people choose our product. And then the last thing is really about the delivery experience. As Em mentioned, we're using reusable, compostable, very minimally packaged, packaging, and so it's basically stripping away all of that packaging waste and allowing you to reuse so much of what we send to the customer.
Din launched in the Bay Area and recently opened a facility in Culver City to serve the Los Angeles market. Now, just in time for Thanksgiving, the teams put together a 6-course meal plan for customers who want to wow their guests on the same level they get at a classy restaurant.
Something people have wanted from us for a while, and so we're really excited to move into that format. I think it's even more so, you need a little bit of help when you're trying to throw like a big party together and you're putting a lot of meals, and you're not just worried about the food, you're worried about your house and all these other things. So we're really excited about this. I think that actually designing a menu and the recipes for that particular experience is its whole own thing, so we've had a lot of fun with it.
What separates Din from everyone else is that it allows the home cook to be involved in the entire process from start to finish, and they really make it easy. That 20 minutes to create an amazing meal, you can pull out your cutting board and your knife and show off to your guests all your amazing skills in the kitchen, but they allow it to be an easy meal to put together. Opening a new restaurant's always a beast. It's a massive project, and of course Din is easier to expand on a brand because you're putting yourself directly in someone's home.
Scaling a dinner prep business isn't easy because the delivery window has to be just right. But Din figured out some clever tricks thanks to a few of its Bay Area transportation peers.
When we looked at the infrastructure of being able to sell food online as e-commerce directly to consumers, you had to rely on the old infrastructure of shipping, which is, UPS, FedEx, USPS, and that doesn't work particularly well with food, especially perishable food, because you have this weight-based system and it takes days to move anything through the regional supply chain. But now what we're starting to see evolve, and we haven't really seen many players leverage this yet, but we're really early players to do this, is actually leveraging all of the new courier model of, Lyft and Uber and Postmates and Sidecar and Rickshaw and all of these different courier partners where we can actually just tie into their API and have somebody come in real time and pick up perishable food and deliver it directly to somebody's doorstep without having to use all of this packaging waste that's inherent with so much of the traditional model of shipping perishable foods with ice packs and boxes and insulated liners and everything else.
And then on the front side for the customer, we talked a little bit about sourcing and that trust and that connection, that we're the glue between the customer and the farm. Well, we're learning what our customers love and what they choose. And that personalization, right now we're in the early stages of really understanding preferences and what people want to be cooking and what dishes they love. But over time, we get to get even smarter and better with that data that we're collecting to be more personalized about the dishes that we present to people, and be smarter about how we are in between our farms and our customers. And so we're in the early stages of that, but I think that's the other part, that technology we're enabling.